Hello, Knights fans. We're back with another edition of the FDU Men's Basketball Report here with Coach Greg Herenda. Coach, another 2-0 week last week, still at 7-1, the best start to the NEC season for you guys in over 10 years. What has been the keys for this team here? You've been playing some high-scoring games over the last 2 years, but now you've shown your ability to win some of the low-scoring games. How much does that please you?
Well, we just scored 83 points. Is that a low-scoring game?
No, that's true. But prior to that, I guess, yeah, you saw the 40 points, 57-40, and in that realm.
Yeah, no, you know what? When you guard, the other team has to pass it more, dribble it more, and it eats up clock. So we give up a lot of points when we don't guard and we take quick shots. I think now our defense is actually helping our offense because we're valuing the ball more. So when you work hard and you guard, then on the other end you want to make sure that you get the benefits of good defense. So there's a real distinct and fluid relationship between good defense and good offense. And right now we're at that happy medium. But we need to, continue to work hard. But since Cincinnati, we've come in and just put our lunch pails, down on the ground and put hard hats on, and we've been coaching and teaching, and these kids have been responding. So it's kind of like a broken record, but there's no easy, simple formula. It's just hard work and attention to detail and being accountable, and that's where we are right now.
And one of the keys for you this season is getting contributions up and down the roster. Two of those guys, two sophomores coming off the bench for you, Malik and Darnell Edge. Talk about their contributions to the team recently.
Yeah, they helped us win a championship last year coming off the bench. So it's been a 2-year process, and we like to call them the bench boys. Those are our guys. Malik comes in for a big, Darnell comes in for a guard, and they don't remember the Beach Boys, but our bench is huge, and every day in practice, these guys, we have the blue team and the white team, and the white team is the team that simulates our opponents and are the guys that come off the bench, and they've been having a great month. They're making everybody better, and they're making themselves better, so when they get on the floor, they contribute. I still contend that, Darnell and, Malik are Division I starters. But here we happen to have, Mike Holloway and, Darian Anderson and Stephon Jiggins, so it's hard for them to start. But they're tremendous, and they're fun, they're good, and they don't question it. Some people want to fight their role, and they embrace their role. So they're good young players and good young men, and they've helped us, like I said, win a championship, and hopefully we're, climbing the ladder to do that again.
Yeah, another one of those starters, sophomore now, Mike Holloway. He really seems to be taking the next step. He's shooting just under 70% in conference games this season. Talk about Mike's development a little bit here as the season progresses.
Well, he's leading the league in field goal percent from the field. So I tell our players that all the time, and got a lot of guys that are really low in that percentage category that are taking shots. And I'm like, no, we have to, run this through Mike. And Mike is just too big, too strong, and too unselfish not to give the ball to. And he's just got to get into a rhythm. And I think it's hard because this is a guard league. I don't think a big man has won the Player of the Week award yet in the league. So it's a guard-oriented league. And it's fast, but Mike can run. But we have to temper our offense with inside out and not outside in. And we're learning that as we go along, but Mike Holloway is a huge part of our program, and on both ends. I need to have him rebound the basketball more, but as far as his defense and his hustle, the play that he made the other day, diving for the loose ball, and then Darnell got fouled. He does a lot of things for our program, and he's for a big guy, he's a beautiful young man. He's really selfless, he's giving, and he's a heck of a talent as well.
And now upcoming this week, St. Francis, who you just saw in here last Thursday, and then you have Bryan up at their place. You saw them earlier in the season. As you start to see teams for the second time this season, how do things change in terms of necessarily game plan and game flow?
What I'm learning about this league, and this is my 4th year in the league, people don't change as much as we do. We kind of change offenses, change defenses. I think, St. Francis, they are what they are. They're good, but right now they're in a a stretch where they're not making shots. They play very hard. They guard. They deny every pass. And then you go up to Bryant, and they're offensively very talented. And they've had some tough losses. That loss against Sacred Heart, where it was like 180 to 179, whatever the score was. Everybody's good in this league, and everybody can beat everyone. So the records, once the game starts, the records aren't on your jerseys. The name of your school is, and I think that's what's key with our team, is that we're consistent and we play hard, and I think that's the sign of eventually being a great team and a great program, is being consistent every night. But to go beat now St. Francis, we played them 2 games ago in their building, is going to be very, very hard. And the same thing, making the trek up to Bryant. But that's our job, and we're looking forward to it.
Thanks again for your time today, Coach. I'm now joined by sophomores Malik Miller and Darnell Edge. Coaches started giving you the nickname the Bench Boys or Bench Brothers, coming off the bench here and being a huge spark for this team. Obviously, you've been starters most of your careers growing up throughout the high school process. How hard has the transition been, and how have you been so successful, I guess, at coming off the bench and getting your shots? And
any way that we can help the team win. So if our role is come off the bench right now and just provide a spark for the starters when they're not playing as well, then I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, same here. Pretty much we're that second line of defense when the starters may be struggling, or they need a break, they need a sub. So we're in there, to come in and effectively and efficiently score or do what we can on offense and defense.
yeah, you've both been incredibly efficient, shooting high percentages. Darnell especially, 87% at the line. You're shooting in the mid-40s from 3. How have you been able to keep your shot in rhythm while being kind of intermittent in your playing?
Just coming in the gym each day after practice, getting my extra reps in, calling the coaches, trying to get my extra shots in before games. I even come in after games a couple times. So just making sure I stay ready and stay confident with my shot.
And Malik huge as well. And one thing about you is everybody sees you the tallest guy on the team at 6'9", but your ability to play on the perimeter, you seem so comfortable out there shooting threes, shooting that jumper from the top of the key. Has that always been a big part of your game?
No, it hasn't. Actually, this started the summer coming into my freshman year all the way up until now. Being that I was always the tallest guy in high school, they just stuck me right in the post. But this is the first time where I'm actually getting to expand my game a little bit and come out to the perimeter, which I'm comfortable with that. I can go inside and out, so whatever the coach needs, I can do it. So as of late, I've been working on my perimeter game. That way, if coach needs a 3, I can shoot it. If he wants me to go inside, I can do both. So I've been working on that.
All right, so now you got St. Francis on Thursday and Bryant on Saturday, 2 teams you've already played this season so far. Does that help to have the familiarity of already getting a chance to play against these guys, and now you're seeing them for a second time?
Yeah, definitely. We know what they got. We know what their strengths and weaknesses are, so we know our plan of attack. Just got to make sure we rebound the ball and continue to play good defense like we've been playing, and hopefully we'll be able to get another win.
Yeah, just being active. What Darnell said, being active definitely on defense was a major thing. They do shoot a lot of shots. They shoot the most 3-pointers in the league, I believe. So that means they're missing a lot of shots. So they definitely are going to rebound. So we just have to box out, be ready, and then just transition out over the offense. Defense sparks it, so we got to transition.
All right, thanks for your time today, guys. So the Knights are off to St. Francis, Brooklyn on Thursday, where they take on the Terriers at 7 p.m. Then they'll head up to Rhode Island for Saturday to take on Bryant University. That game is at noon. For all information about the FDU men's basketball team, head to FDUKnights.com.